the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. To the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. 2nd down and inches.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
The running back.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete.
And that one results in 35 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them. That big play right there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
12 yards there and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down. It's Carter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Far be it from me to second-guess a call. I think the people in the stadium are probably doing the same thing. Did we just see a 1st and 10 quarterback sneak?
For no gain. This time he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Cowboys 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's
is upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th
on the carry.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. But he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down. Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he would be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And the Seahawks first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Booker's kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. And from the right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here to his running back. And down inside the 15, 15 shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Carter, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down now. It's Carter, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
A 22-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
16.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A play-action fake. And a look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carter, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. And a give this time to the tailback. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was a jealous.
Taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks' 46-yard line.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for a touchdown. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on the defense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Down at the 18-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they...
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carter. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brenton, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Tonight's final score.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell 1 step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gault.